Welcome back, guys. Today to in a very different realistic game because I'm flying first of all the Ki-94-2, the event aircraft, and I'm flying in a four-man squad with Toastman, Red, and Bent as well. As you guys know, Bent, Red and Toast, they normally don't fly realistic, but it was late in the late at night and we were just, well, trying to pick something stupid to fly to have some fun. So I persuaded them to try realistic again. And we did. So Toast is also in a Ki-94, Bent is in an N1K, very powerful aircraft, and was Red? Yeah, he's in a Ki-84. That's a good mixture, because the Ki-94 that we have is, yeah, it's not a dogfight, so it needs support to effectively do its job, which is high dive speeds, good armament, reasonably strong structure as far as I have seen, but the pilot gets knocked out quite easily, in my experience at least. Maybe it's bad luck on my part, but that's what I have seen. But first of all, we are seeing 4 bombers that are at high altitude. First only the dots in the distance, and then as we get closer. The first B-17 is on a, well, direct path to me, but I don't really want to get down to him because the bombers up there also look very interesting to shoot at. And he takes a bunch of hits and also crit, but yeah, B-17s it's not always working out. Then we use the speed to zoom climb up, but the Ki-83, which has much more engine power, gets up earlier. And but there's another B-17 further up there, and I completely stalled out here, but I got enough hits in, so the B-17 lost its wing and is now falling falling out of the sky. He was just hoping that nobody would steal the kill, because you know how some people are. At this point, it looks pretty good for us. The bombers are mostly cleared out. At least 3 of them are dead. 2 fighters low, and this Spitfire is right ahead. But it's an LF Mark 9, so one of the most dangerous planes out there. If flown correctly, at least. And here I could have gotten him right away, which would have saved us a lot of trouble, but he sparks a bunch of my rounds and oh, sorry for that. He just pulls away now. I'm not interested in getting into a turn fight with him, and I'm telling Toastman that he's coming after me, and Toastman is coming for my aid and pushes the Spitfire back to its carrier. He's, for some reason, going to land on the carrier. I don't even know why, because it didn't use any ammo, as far as I know, up to this point. Now I'm getting a bit greedy here and giving up nearly all of my altitude to shoot down those bearcats are down there. Because the bearcats at the low altitude area, they have very, very good potential to destroy our fighters. It's not really the normal F1, F8, F1, but especially the 1B, which we have here. And we get the 1B. Now I'm setting my sights on the next slow flying 1B, or Bearcat at least, but the N1K up there will get him. But the ship AAA, I'm not sure, but on this map the ship AAA is insanely strong. So it will knock out the N1K right after he killed the Bearcat. And I also make the mistake to enter this area with a bunch of destroyers at too low altitudes. I should be way above 2000 here. And I get the hit. And yeah, the oil cooler is damaged, so the Spitfire manages to land on the carrier, or at least crash land it, and is probably getting repaired. That was a good landing on his part, if you ask me, because it's not really easy to land aircrafts on the carrier, which are not meant to for this purpose. And I'm already losing some power here, but I'm trying to get to high altitude just in case if my engine fails, I have still a slim chance to land on the carrier. How are we looking now for it? Pretty even at the moment. They still have 3. At least. Don't let it fool you with the death here. He's still in the game. He's in the game, and the one Bearcat is also in the game. And there's the PB4Y comes along, which apparently took a detour around the map to attack the ships from behind. Toastman and Bend are scrambling to get the Bearcat, which is keeping them busy and prevents them to attack the PB4Y. Bearcat seems, well, also reasonably capable of evading, especially against something like the Ki-94, which you have to use very carefully. Then we come in on the PB4Y, aim everything in one wing, so even if we don't knock him out in this pass, the wing damage is too much. He has nearly no way. Yeah, the plane is just too sluggish. I cannot roll in time and pull and push the nose down as well. With another plane, maybe with a Ki-84, I would have gotten him in this pass as well. But yeah, he's now slow enough that I can easily rip off his wings here. And he's shooting in anger. But now my engine is failing, and as you can see, my speed is very slow. After this very, very small climb, I can barely do anything. So at this point I thought the game would be over for me here. And I was reasonably happy with 4 air kills in a pretty heavy aircraft on a small map with Bearcats and Spitfires on the enemy team. But I still decide to go for the carrier landing because you never know. It could become useful, even though the chances are very, very slim. The Ki-94 also attempts to do a carrier landing here, at least it looks like it. But he's gonna abort the landing. My landing is also not perfect. I'm too fast, and I don't really have a chance to pull up because the damage indicator is wrong. At this point, my engine was in the red, so I'm setting it a bit hard and also ramming the wing into the tower to slow me down. And it worked. I'm getting repaired. The enemies only have the Spitfire left. Sorry. He shot down Toastman, who is is now going to get himself a sandwich, as far as I can remember when we were on Discord. Sadly, I didn't record this game live. I should have. But yeah, I didn't. So that's all I can give you. So we will skip forward now until I get repaired, because that's a over 2-minute repair. Back in the air again. At this point, the Spitfire pilot, which is doing very, very strange things. I would, if you fly realistic, please don't fly realistic like that guy does. Running away from a fight where it would still have a chance, for example at the start of the match, when I was chasing him and then he got chased by Toastman, and then landing without reason. After that, and with that move, he pretty much sealed the deal for the rest of his team, because he had a better altitude and good chance to have a good impact on the game. But all he decided to do was hide in the ship AAA for the whole game. And that's a very cheap way to play this game. Very cheap. So if you have any interest in playing realistic, please don't play like this guy does. Because it only draws out the games, and well, if you win because everyone got shot down by AAA, yeah, you can laugh at them, but the only one who's the real loser there, that's the one who's only hiding in the ship AAA, and that's nearly from the start of the game, because he only climbed up a bit, so oh no, there are enemies there, I won't have free lunch, and he's going back to chips. That's not how you play this. It's definitely not. And he's probably cursing his teammates because, oh, I'm alone, I'm the last guy on the team. Yeah. And another one goes down from the ship AAA, the Ki-94, burning, falling down. This time I'm not taking my chances with the ship AAA, climbing up to over 3,000 meters. So it looks like the plan is going for the Spitfire's favor, in his favor, because yeah, now it's only 2 of us against him, and he will continue to circle the carrier. faked a landing on the carrier because he probably wanted us to attack him now, but he still made the failure here that he slowed down a lot. And yeah, maybe your plane can turn very well, but if you only fly around 300 kilometers an hour, it doesn't matter if you turn very well, because even if someone comes down to you, that doesn't mean that he cannot hit you. If you're so slow, he will definitely have a chance to get you. And now Bent and I are trying to seal the deal on his game, because why draw it out even longer? The guy refueled just a couple of minutes ago on the carrier, so there's no reason in drawing it out any longer. Yeah, we're taking the risks with getting hit by the AAA, and yes, we could lose here. And yeah, I get knocked out. The carrier shoots me down. But Bent gets away, because the AAA normally focuses only one target, so yeah, I was the target because I was the one diving in first. Still, a nice game, I think, for the Ki-94. After the game ended with 5 kills, taking the victory home. And we had a fun time. Yeah, even though not everybody on our team had the same success here, but we worked as a team and it worked out very well here. So that's it for this video. See ya, guys.